I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals. While drinking booze.
Cheers!
Jesus, let's go.
Yes! You know what's fucked up is I'm going to have a hard time opening this because I've got my nails from like 1822.
Yeah, her nails are absolutely ridiculous. You know what's bad when like the length of the fake nail or the gel on
gel
top
is like
is the same
the
size
tip,
as,
just the tip.
as the bed that has grown in. Like it's the same thing.
I got other fucking priorities, man, than getting my nails done.
Well,
it's called momming.
You should figure it out because
And life struggles. Cheers.
You can't even hear the cheers. Nope. We have wine in a can. I didn't even know this was a thing. Is it good? Oh, what's that face? Oh, I'm just so
I think
terrified.
I forgot what kind of wine it was. Mm-hmm. It's a rosé.
Right.
And so I was expecting a Sauv Blanc. I mean, I feel like it's okay, but I feel like it'd be better colder.
Well, yeah. We got this out, and then we started talking, and then...
and now they're warm. They're room temperature.
I mean, the can is sweating.
It's called house wine. It's
the original house wine, carbonated wine, bright, fruity, and flavorful.
And warm.
I mean...
It's not horrible. I could see it being good.
Not good.
I could see it being good if you're, like, on a boat.
Wait, 2 cans equals a whole bottle of wine? How is that a thing? No way.
Well, a can is 12 ounces.
No, a can's 8 ounces, I feel.
No, 12 ounces is a can.
No, stop
8 ounces is very small.
8 ounces.
A pint-sized glass is 16 ounces.
But this says 375 milliliters. What does that mean?
Well, yeah, that makes sense, because a wine bottle is 750 milliliters.
I know, that's what it says right here. It says it on here. Don't try to act cool.
I'm trying to tell you that this is correct.
I just don't see
So if we can, by chance, drink this.
So it's 2 glasses of wine we're drinking right now.
Right. Which is pretty typical.
Well, yeah.
Not necessarily during one show, but it's pretty typical.
Right.
We've had a couple of shows where we finished like a bottle of champagne, but that's
for sure.
If we're recording 2 shows.
I don't know. I'm in a whiskey mood. Like I just want to drink whiskey right now.
I like whiskey.
I'm in a weird place, but it's all right.
Well, you know what?
What?
I think.
Excuse me.
Holy shit.
Sorry, it's carbonated. It's your fault. You did it.
And burps, as you call them. Mm-hmm. You call them burps and farts for Chance. That's so cute. Hey, farts. You say, hey, farts.
But I did teach him. Now he says, excuse me.
Good you, Mom. Cheers to that.
We can't hear the cheers.
We'll just go.
Okay.
Cling.
I don't know what that is. I rubbed it against the microphone. That'll sound good. But yeah, I did teach him, farts, say excuse me. And he goes, what is his excuse me? It's so funny. Because I think the S, like I think that messes with him. So he says something like, me use, like it's something like that, like me use. And I'm like, oh, good, excuse me. But he's getting it. Like, he doesn't say excuse me, but he says the same gibberish each time, which means that that's his excuse me.
Hey, consistency is key.
It's fine.
Really appreciate that because I am one of those people where I know farts are normal, flatulence are life, and we all do it.
Flatulence are life. I want a workout shirt that says that.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a certain amount of respect that needs to be around them. And for me, especially living in a home with all boys, like farts are constant.
That's a special like level of your relationship. You know what I mean? When you fart in front of your significant other, it's like, oh my God, that's like third base. Mm-hmm. Like we've rounded we're heading to home now.
I've gotten to the point with Danilo where I'll say, excuse me, because I burped or something, and he gets excited. He's like, what'd you do? And I'm like, I just burped. And he's like, oh, like I thought you farted. And I'm like, no. And it's funny because he doesn't normally just fart in front of me either, unless it's accidental. Normally he holds it, which I personally appreciate because my biological father used to just fart, and he used to do it at the table, which really bothered me.
Right.
It was more the table thing than anything else. I just felt was super disrespectful. Now, that being said, if it just comes out, you know, then so be it. And then, you know, you giggle because it's kind of funny.
But if you stand up and press your butt against
you intentionally
the table itself and then move the mashed potatoes.
Correct. Can you pass the fart, please? That is when it's
gravy. Like,
too
it's
far.
just not, that's not okay.
It's too far.
Right,
it's too far. So good job, you. Good job, momming.
Yay.
Hey, I've got some great news.
Yay. I love great news.
Oh, me too. And you know what? This is
What?
something that I'm just so thrilled. You know, I told you that we, our listening base is growing.
Yes, thank
which
you for
we
listening,
appreciate.
everybody. I love when people listen.
And we actually have a super fan.
What does that mean?
It means like...
Have we gotten another review? No.
Uh,
Have we gotten an email? No.
No, but...
What's a super
I
fan?
feel like we got a review. It just wasn't a public review.
Okay.
A super fan is someone who is so connected to the show and
obsessed with us?
listens to us every day and
my
like
God.
downloads the show and keeps it.
Is this you? Are
No,
you
no.
our super fan?
No.
Shut up.
It is.
Yeah.
Ready for it?
Yes.
The boy's mom.
No.
The boy's mom loves our show.
Stop it.
She legit is so thrilled about the show.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
She made a whole email
There
about
is-
our show.
Wait a minute. This wine is not strong enough. I'm so sorry. Do you have whiskey in a can? Wait, you're talking about Danello's ex-wife,
Yes, I am not shitting you.
the boy's mom,
Bio mom.
is listening
Super
to
fan.
our podcast?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Weekly.
Hi.
She's downloaded them. She's saved them.
Not my mom doesn't even do that.
I know, my mom doesn't either. She loves our show.
Yes. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
That's-
thanks so much, Jen, for loving it. I mean,
Jen,
yeah,
thanks.
it's so great, you know, to have that support and enthusiasm
Right.
towards, you know, something that I'm doing creatively.
Yeah, and that's really that really shows like her character, that she is supporting you and what you do, and you know what your love and passion is in. It's like, wow, that's incredible that she would do that and just like step out of her comfort zone and really, you know, just support
Yeah, and can you imagine like how awesome that must feel for the boys that, you know, their mom finally after 7 years accepts me and my role in their lives, and you know is
and your passions, not even the fact that you are raising the boys and you're
Right.
teaching them all the things that they
Supporting
need
them,
to
right.
be stand-up citizens in this world, but that she's also supporting you in your extracurricular life.
Right.
That's huge.
Right.
Bravo.
Yeah.
That's
Slow
really
clap
good.
for sure.
That's so good.
What I would like to do, because I wasn't expecting to have a super fan this early on.
I didn't even know a super fan was a term.
Yeah,
so that's
I looked
great.
it up. It's Wikipedia, man. It's
Thank you
legit.
so- yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wikipedia. That's the end all be all of knowledge. Go.
I'd like to extend an invite to her to be a guest on
well,
our show.
We haven't had a guest in a while, and that one would be a savable episode. That's an episode.
That was one I would download.
I would definitely listen to over and over again. Is this real life? Yeah, let's do it. Jen, come on the show. Come
Yeah.
on the show and talk to us.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your feedback and your thoughts. You have a lot of them. It's very clear, and I think this is a great platform to share with friends and family and strangers kind of your actual position on,
sure.
you know, our lives that have been together.
Yeah, you guys have been
for a while.
you guys have been connected for the better part of a decade. So it's like, okay, you know, let's get on, let's talk about it, let's get some shit out in the open. Done. We'll have a drink. It'll be so good. Oh, I'm so excited.
Right?
Yes, Jen, do it. Yay!
So if you'd like to come on the show, you've got an extended invite. You just let me know when you'd like to
Yeah.
do it, and we will make that happen.
Now, let me tell you guys this. We will invite anybody on the show. If any of you guys want to come on the show and talk with us and have a drink with us and discuss anything that does, you know, tickle your fancy, you know, come on the show. Reach out to us in any way you can. We would love to have you on the show. But I will say that our super fan does get precedence. Right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
If she
super
books
fan.
on a Sunday and someone else wants a Sunday, then she gets it.
You gotta wait,
For sure.
though.
Because I would love nothing more than to have a sit-down conversation with her. You know, we've only talked one time on the phone, and it was not graceful.
So all the other
on her end, it was very graceful on mine.
All the other times corresponding with her has either been in what snail mail, email, text form, or in court. Yeah, something right.
That's it.
Wow,
that's it.
This is like a prehistoric like dating. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, oh, what do we do? Like notes back and forth to each other in class. Like
we may have to record somewhere else because I don't think that Danelle would be okay with her coming to our house. But
we might go on location.
No, maybe we could go to you. We can come to you. We can come to your parents' house if you want.
Oh, for sure. We can definitely do that. We can bring our recording equipment and just set it up there. That's great.
Yeah. So just let us know. You know, you can email us, or you should have my email directly. But you can email the show too at it's ApPARENT@gmail.com.
It's ApPARENT Pod.
Oh yes, correct. Sorry, it's ApPARENT Pod. POD.
Yeah.
No spaces, of course, because it's an email
at
and then
gmail.com.
just gmail.com.
Yeah. But just let us know your work schedule, and if you need to, maneuver anything around your work schedule for Jen.
Yeah, I think she is pretty flexible right now.
Pretty open.
But maybe not. I'm not quite sure.
We don't know.
But I'd love to know. So
yes.
Awesome, right? Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
We've turned a new leaf.
So here's something that happened. As many of you know, I'm online dating now. That's something that I do.
Yes, but you've turned it up a notch, I heard.
And I'm on kind of all of them just because it's like the digital magazine that you flip through on the toilet. Like, it's just something to do.
The one that you were on, Coffee and Bagel.
Coffee meets Bagel, right? So that's a thing. That was actually featured on Shark Tank, which I'm obsessed with. So
you also kind of talked about that in your last stand-up. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Oh, I cried. I cried, Pete.
Oh, you had never heard that joke before.
I had never heard it with the coffee bagel.
Coffee meets bagel. Because I feel like I should know which one I am, in my coffee or in my bagel. Because I'm brown, so I could be the coffee, but I have a hole, so I could be the bagel. I don't know which one I am. They should make it more clear. Like, it should be Kegels meets bagels. Like, that's my joke. So anyway, thanks, buddy. Not to mention, I don't understand. Okay, this is what's happened on Coffee Meets Bagel. Okay, is that I've matched with like 2 or 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 people. Okay, but I've only started conversations with like 2 or 3 of them. Right?
But how do you communicate as a person that started?
No. Hold on.
All right.
So what it is it's texting back and forth through the app, right? So you guys match each other, whatever. But I think Coffee Meets Bagel does the same thing that Bumble does, which is another app, is that only the girl is allowed to contact the guy. I think that's how it works, is that if you guys match, she's the only one who can reach out to the guy, right? Something like that. Which
how
is cool.
do they come up with these damn names?
I have no idea. But hold on a second. That's not the important part. I have had a few conversations with some guys that I've matched with. Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, is that I've said yes to them, and then I've matched with them, and I'm like, you're a little too attractive to have swiped on me. So something's going on here, right? In my mind, that's what I'm thinking.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. We're not talking about my self-esteem on this episode. Okay. So I was like, you're a little too attractive. And then we would have conversations, in my conversations, I'm very me. So I throw sarcasm in there. I throw wit in there. There's probably going to be an insult or two. And if you can hang for a few, pages of conversation, then maybe we can discuss meeting each other. Yeah. But if you can't handle that because you're a sensitive little bitch, then get the fuck out of my life.
Right.
I don't have time for you.
Yeah.
So, also, sarcasm and insults is the way that I show love. So, fuck you all, because I love you.
It's true.
Like, that's how I deal with it. So, anyway, the 2 people that I have started conversations with on Coffee Meets Bagel, I have gotten private emails from the app itself that has said, we have reason to believe that this bagel is actually dangerous or untrustworthy. So we definitely highly recommend that you cease all communication that you have with this bagel because he could be dangerous.
Holy
and
smokes.
Not who he says he is. And I'm like, what a dangerous fucking bagel. Like, I'm so
like,
scared.
What kind of bagel is that? Like, it's an everything bagel. Burnt everything bagel.
Everything bagel. Like, arsenic.
From, like, Cincinnati or something.
What is that?
I definitely don't do bagels in Cincinnati.
Okay, clearly
I don't know.
not. Right. They're not the good New York ones.
It's a stale, burnt,
stale bullshit.
everything.
Bagel.
Raisin, cinnamon raisin bagel.
Raisin.
Asiago cheese with
jalapeno.
salmon. With salmon schmear. That's what it is. That's what they should say. That would be a lot better in the email than saying, like, they're dangerous. It's like, how could a bagel be dangerous? They should be the coffee. Coffee can burn the shit out of you. A bagel doesn't do shit.
Well,
but get you fat.
See, maybe they. I will say that they did drop the ball on using any sort of coffee terms or bagel terms. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a shame.
This one's a little too yeasty. Don't ingest this bagel.
This hole's too big.
Right.
This is just the whole of the bagel.
This coffee is a little bitter. Don't eat it. I don't know. I just think that they dropped the ball on that. Like, if you're gonna have coffee meets bagel, then you need all the puns in the world.
Follow it through.
Yes.
Yeah, follow it through.
Dad, joke it up. It needs to just.
This bagel dunked itself in someone else's coffee.
Oh.
So you probably shouldn't contact this motherfucker.
Right. Stick with donuts. Like, let's just, like, give me a donut. Good Lord.
You gotta be really fucking cutting back on sugar if you're dunking a bagel in coffee.
So anyway, that's coffee meets bagels.
Okay.
I've kind of given up on it because I apparently really like dangerous bagels. I go for the danger bagels. So
you get to choose what type of coffee you are?
No, I don't even know if I am the coffee. Okay.
It would be cool if you were like a latte.
So anyway, right. And,
pumpkin spice, but then you can only do it September through November.
Highly racist if I'm the latte. So anyway, so I've kind of given up on coffee meets bagel, right? Okay, clearly, because it's dangerous. Food poisoning, up the ass. So I re-downloaded Tinder. Okay, which is just the cesspool of dating apps, right? Everyone's on it, and it's just to hook up. Like, I just hate Tinder. But it's really easy, because it's just a swipey. Go.
I know.
Yes. What?
One couple.
Yes.
That's fairly recently married, within a year. No, maybe 2 now. Who met on Tinder.
I'm not saying...
And they are the happiest couple I've ever seen.
I'm not saying it's just for
on Facebook.
I'm definitely not saying that. I'm just saying it has a reputation. This with Tinder, there's a stigma. There's a stigma Tinder. Tinder stigma. Tinder stigma. Say that 5 times fast.
Tindma.
Nope, that's not it. So
Tinder.
Oh, that's better, but it's still not good. So I went on a Tinder date last night. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I went on a Tinder date last night.
So it was not only online or on an app.
No, it was. That's where we met. And then we were talking. You know what tipped the scales for me? Because there has to be that one picture that, like, gets you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There has to be that one picture that's just like, yes, I want to further investigate this person. Yeah. And he had a Bill Murray picture in his profile.
Oh.
In his line of pictures was a Bill Murray picture. And I was like, yo, Bill Murray is one of my complete, like, idols of comedy, and I love him. I have a Bill Murray tattoo. Mm-hmm. I love that man. So I was like, oh, let me reach out to this guy. And I wrote him a little, like a little hello greeting.
Hey, bitch. Right. How you doing?
Right.
Fuck you.
And
call me.
Now, that's the other thing, is don't ever, I hate the intro, messages of, hey, hi. Like, any of those, I absolutely hate. Right. Don't do that.
Right.
Throw some wit at me. Make me smile or laugh. Something like that. Or compliment me, for God's sakes. Something on those lines. So I hate the ones that are just
beautiful. Like, what are you?
Hey, right. Perfect. Done. We're getting married. So, I wrote him a little thing, and I was like, anyone who has, like, a Bill Murray picture in their profile is definitely getting a swiped right and an immediate message from me. So congratulations. Like, something to that effect. And when I sent it, the little dots came up like he was already writing a message, and I was like, oh my God, he's already writing me.
And
back.
you didn't even offer to send him your panties.
We were writing each other at the exact same time, and I was like, holy shit, because this is when I freak out, right? And so then we messaged for a while on Tinder, and then we messaged a little bit in text messages, right? Yeah. He lives in San Francisco, and I go to San Francisco all the time for comedy, so I was like, yo, let's meet up. blah, blah, blah. I'm 37, you're 40. Let's quit the bullshit and just meet each other in real life so that I know you're not a catfish and we can move on with our lives.
Right.
Done. And this is why you never see anyone over the age of 30 on fucking Catfish. Because we're too old for these fucking games. It's just meet us in person.
I can't even get my fucking nails done.
Oh, bitch, we'll talk about that in a second.
Somebody got time for that.
So I'm like, yo, let's just meet in person. Anyway, we met in person last night, right?
Yeah.
And first off, everyone online thinks that the height is like the top thing. Everyone needs to know a guy's height. So much so that all the guys include it in their profile now. Did you know that? Every guy, you look on any of these, and it'll throw their height in there somehow.
I think
because it's important. A lot of women want to know how tall a guy is, right?
I mean, I'm tall. I would like to know how tall.
Well, of course, right. But when you're 5'2", like me, it doesn't matter.
As long as they're not a little person.
Right. Well, don't say that, because now I look like an asshole. So
well, little persons are fine.
I
if
would
they have
totally
stilts. You could buy them stilts.
Oh, stop it. I would totally date a little person because I don't care about that.
You want someone to look up to you?
Oh my God, that's cute. Speaking of dad jokes, this is the dad joke episode, everyone.
Don't give them a balloon.
Saddle up.
Just don't give them a balloon. They'll fly away.
Very good. Did you think about that one for a while? So anyway, he lied about. He said he was 5'7". Now 5'7" for me is totally fine because that's tall for me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's good for tall people like me too if I'm constantly walking around on my knees.
I'm good. Is that something you do, you whore? Is
Yeah.
that something you do?
I literally, people are buying shoes. I just buy knee pads. I'm like, fuck it.
Right. I'm done.
Nikes, fuck you. I don't have an issue. I just go to the sports section and buy knee pads, and I don't have any problem.
So he is sitting at the table, and I walk in the restaurant, and he gets down and comes to like meet
Gets
me.
down. Oh.
We're sitting on bar stools, and so he gets down, and
he disappeared.
And he's looking me directly in the face, and I'm like, well, you're not 5'7", like. And I'm like, okay, so check, already delete. Like, then we start talking, and he would not stop talking about his ex-wife, he's still legally married to, by the way, because they haven't gone into that whole thing. They have 2 kids together, but he's telling me not only about their relationship, about when they were married, about when she left him, about who the wife is having sex with currently, about, all of it.
Oh,
but he
shit.
also went into every date that he's been on since his wife walked out on him. Like,
why does his wife walk out on him? Did he tell you that?
Well, first of all, his wife said to him in the beginning that at a certain time, his wife was like, I think we should think about dating other people and open up this relationship so that we can, basically, I want to have sex with other people, and I want you to be okay with it, and this is me making it okay, right? Then cut to
props to her for talking about it.
I'm not
just
in love with you anymore, and I want out, right? So she kind of like gave him like the stepping stones to the I'm out portion of the relationship, and then left. And so she left, and now, but he said this in the. This should have been my fucking red
Go,
flag.
not because you just figured it out. Go.
Is that in the text messages he said to me? So I've recently is 2 years ago. So we got out of our relationship roughly around the same time, right?
Okay.
So he was like, I recently got out of a long-term relationship, and I'm currently now, if my life is a rom-com, I'm in the sad part of the rom-com.
Then why the fuck is he dating?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Or Tindering.
And I'm like, yo, if you're in the sad part right now, okay, I get it. At least you understand in the timeline of the movie reference of your life where you are. Totally get it. But, and I asked him this on the date, I legit looked to this man in the face, his 5'2" face, and I said, do you think that you are actually ready for a relationship? And he goes, oh yeah, totally. And I was like, with a human? Like, you think you're ready for this? Because everything you're saying is, I'm not ready, and I'm still in love with my ex, and this, and this,
right.
blah, 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 blah.
Or I'm not over the hurt, or...
But the fact that we're sitting there legit having dinner with each other, and he's telling me about, and then I dated this girl, and she didn't want to have sex with me, so we didn't have sex, and we went out on a few dates, and and then I went out with this girl, and she was a midget, and I felt like if I had sex with her, then it would just be a fetish, and then I went out with this girl, and I'm like, oh my God.
So he dated a little person?
Yeah, but she didn't tell him that she was a little person. So
was that the day that he changed his height to bigger? Or
maybe. He was like,
well, I gotta get specific.
If I'm 5'2" to her, then fuck it. So it was like the entire date, I felt like I was a therapist. And I was like, this is not fair to me. I drove to San Francisco for this.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
So I was not happy with it. I was not okay with it. Ready for the fucking icing?
Yeah, God.
It's a dangerous bagel icing. Here we go. Is that afterwards, he walked me to my car, gave me a hug, and he was like, hey, text me when you get home, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And then he stood there with his arms by his side and just staring me in the face. And like it was almost like he was waiting for something to happen, and I go, okay, bye. And I got in my car and left. And then he texted me and goes, hey, are you okay to drive?
Wait, clarification. After you left, he texted you?
Oh, right.
Oh,
so I get it. I leave him standing there with his arms by his side, just looking at
like a fucking stick figure.
Right. And then I get in my car, I drive out, and by the time I hit 101, he texted me and he said, are you sure you're okay to drive home? Because if you're not, this place, and he sent me his address, is a great place to sleep off one cider.
You know
I
what
had
you should
one
do?
cider.
You know what you should do? You should send him those little finger cuts in the mail since he gave you his address. You know, the finger cuts, the little finger condoms. Just send him those in the mail.
What are
they
those
look
for?
like condoms. They're for your finger. If you cut your finger, like if you're in the food industry.
Oh, yeah.
They look like mini condoms.
Oh, because that's the relationship he's ready for?
Yeah.
Just have a
send
finger
it in an anonymous like envelope. And so he'll open it and be like, what the fuck? First of all, you don't give your fucking address to a stranger. And I'm not saying you're a creep, but come on. And then for him to essentially ask you for sex, because that's what he was doing.
That's exactly what he was doing.
And he couldn't even, well, it doesn't matter. He couldn't even talk to you, let alone kiss you.
Right. Oh, he had nothing that I had to say was anything. Because anything that I said, he would interrupt and talk about someone that he dated that was relatable to that story. Like everything turned back to someone that he has lightweight dated or had sex with since his ex.
So let me be devil's advocate just for a quick minute,
Yes,
which I don't do very often.
That. Oh, no, usually that's my position.
Do you feel like he was talkerson because he was nervous? Because you can be very intimidating, especially to a man who said he was taller and then he's not.
Yeah, whoops. No, I understand that I'm a lot. I understand that I'm intimidating. I understand
Did you call him out on the height thing?
No.
Oh,
no.
see, I would.
But I did call him out on a lot of stuff. I did. Because he said something like, he was talking about one of his dates. And I was like, and he said, well, because first of all, everyone that finds out that I'm a comic, if you're not in that world, they say, oh, I have a story for you. Oh, I have something you can use in your act. No, you don't. Don't give me don't do that. If you're listening to this right now, Jen, then if you find out that someone does comedy, don't ever say, oh, I have something you can use, because we won't. We will take that, we will chew it in our mouths, we will light it on fire, we'll throw it in a garbage, and we'll put it under a truck so that we hate that. Don't ever do that. I'm so sorry. Off my soapbox.
It's okay.
Thank God you had a soapbox here for me to stand on.
Thank goodness our wine's in cans.
Oh my God. So he said that. He was like, oh, since you're in comedy, I can tell you about this date story. I haven't been able to tell anybody about it. And I'm like, God damn it.
Was this the one that he told you about the little person?
And then he told me about the fucking little person. Yes. And so I was like, okay, great. And so, damn it. Why did I bring that up?
Because I was saying that, do you think he was a talkerson because you intimidated him?
Then, so that's what the date said. The date actually said to him in the story, like, you're really bad at dating. You talk so much, and you this, and this. And I'm sitting there.
The little person said that?
I'm sitting there across from him, shaking, nodding my head, yes, and yes. And he goes, so that's a funny story, right? And I said, it would probably be funny if someone who knew how to.
True?
No, I said, it would probably be funny if someone who knew how to tell stories told it, but you're horrible at telling stories. And he was like, haha, you're so funny. And I'm like, I'm dead serious. You're awful at telling stories. Like, this is the thing, is that I'm too honest.
No.
Because I know that it's funny, so they're going to take it as like, oh my God, she's so funny and cheeky. And I'm like, kill yourself.
Well, not really. Don't really do that.
He doesn't know who I'm talking. He doesn't listen to this.
So
unless you do.
I'm going to send him the link.
And if you do, hi Dominic, thanks for barbecue.
Yeah, you can download our episodes and save them for later date. Did you know that?
Come on the show. You're a parent. Let's talk about your kids and your ex-wife that's not an ex.
Yeah, give him an avenue to talk about it.
There you go. See?
Hey,
we can go to his house. I have his fucking address. It's perfect.
let's bomb him with some bagels. I don't know. I
got the dangerous bagels.
I think that, Chelsea, there's someone really spectacular out there for you.
I just think that
the truth is
unmatchable. I think that there's no
BS.
one that can handle
You're
it.
going to have to compromise without a doubt because that's what relationships are.
Where's the difference between compromise and settling?
Oh, very good question. Very good question.
Where's the compromise? Like, where's the line between compromising for someone and settling? Let's talk about that.
I do want to talk about that. But
we only have 30 seconds.
Well, I think we should really get into this. I would like to talk about this on our next episode because I think that's something that is very relevant to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I personally believe there is a very significant difference.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Should we talk about it next episode?
Next episode, we're talking about the difference between settling and the difference between compromising to be with your partner. That's what we're going to talk about because I have no fucking clue.
And if you have any ideas of what we should drink that episode, message us.
Right.
Email us.
And if you say
Facebook
wine in a can, we will block your ass. Okay. Jen, talk to you soon.
Bye.
Hey, you can check us out individually on our websites, chelseabeers.com and lauren-kelly.com to see all the super exciting things we're up to.
And make sure that you like, follow, and share. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at It's Apparent Pod.
And if you wouldn't mind, please review us. We'd love that.
Yeah, make it count. We out.
Boom. Bye.